All right, guys, so there's still a lot of hate for One Piece, and a lot of people still think that One Piece is trash. So I want to take a look at this quick video where this guy says that One Piece is trash and why he thinks that it is trash. And then I want to give some ideas and some concepts that if you are on the fence about watching One Piece, it may help you understand One Piece a little bit better and maybe have a paradigm shift about it. So let's take a look.
What is your spiciest anime hot take?
One Piece is the worst anime I've ever seen.
Those are some fighting
Okay, now-
words.
Story, it is the worst. I don't know how it lasted 1,000 episodes.
All right, now that's a spicy one. That's about as spicy as it gets. That's ghost pepper level hot takes. Now, I assume that your friends probably tried to put you onto it. Do you feel betrayed?
Yes, I do. I have 4 friends. They kept saying it's good, it's good. Wait till it gets to this number, which is 500 episodes in. I'm just like, why would I have to wait 500 episodes for anime to get good?
All right, so first of all, I do want to say that I am still catching up to One Piece. I am about 1,100 episodes in. Luffy is fighting Kaido now for the second time, and it's really getting good. Like we're really starting to see some real action. Now, the first thing that I want to get to when it comes to One Piece is that I think that a lot of people get intimidated by the number. I feel like maybe if One Piece was running like on Toonami or something where this number of episodes wasn't in the back of people's minds, I think that it would be a lot easier for people to start watching One Piece. I think that the 1,000 plus can be very intimidating, which leads me to one of my points, and that is that I think that a lot of people sit and start watching One Piece and they want to watch the entire thing in one go. Because, I mean, look, today, with streaming, you can just sit down and you can watch whole seasons and arcs of anime. And I don't think that One Piece was really meant to be digested and watched in this way. Like, for me personally, I mean, I've been on and off watching One Piece since I was a teenager, right? And it's been like, 15 years where I started watching, and I stopped maybe at the 300s. Then, it took a while, then came back, watched some more, took another break, came back, started watching some more, took some breaks in between, watched some other animes, and then continue on. And, this is where I am at today. And I think that if you are going to watch One Piece or any anime that is long or has, more than 26 episodes, you should watch it in strides, like really enjoy the anime, digest the story, and then be able to continue to enjoy it. I think that a lot of people just sit there, and that's your first mistake, and you just try to watch everything in one go. Like, look, you watch any anime for 100 and something episodes, and you're going to get tired of it. Unless if you're watching Fighting Spirit. That's like top tier anime there. Another thing is that One Piece, as I've watched it through the years, the best way that I can describe it is like life, right? I think that, in life you have your ups and you have your downs. And I think that, people can pinpoint different times in their lives when they were watching animes, and especially One Piece, and they can think back to what was happening during that time. And even One Piece, look, I'm a fan, but let's be honest, not every arc is gold, right? One Piece has its ups and it has its down, but because you're invested in the story, you're invested in the characters, you go through those down parts of the anime, and then you continue to move forward. And I think I want to go through at the end through these arcs, and at least from my opinions, which arcs I thought were amazing and other ones that, to be honest, like just weren't the best, right? So I think that if you think of One Piece in that way, I think it's a lot easier to watch and to enjoy, and just expect that, look, some arcs are going to be freaking amazing, and then other ones are going to be not as great. But if you get through those, you're going to have enough context, right? Because the story just builds on each other. So you can't just like skip. So if you watch those, you're going to watch things in those other arcs that are just going to connect, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable. Speaking of, ups and downs, like one of the, I think for me anyways, one of the toughest arcs to watch was Dressrosa. Dressrosa to me just like dragged on forever. And it was a great story, don't get me wrong, but I think that the anime just like it just destroyed it, which leads me to my other point, is that I've only watched the anime primarily, and I have taken a glance and looked at some of the arcs, and the manga does move a lot quicker. There aren't any fillers, and the story is more digestible. So if you are a manga reader and like that's the way that you enjoy anime, quote unquote, right? Because the anime is the animation, then go to the manga. I think that you're gonna have a lot easier time catching up, and it's gonna be a lot better if you read the manga and then you watch the like the fights, for example. But for me, I mean, I've always watched the animes. I very rarely do I read the mangas, except if it's like Gantz, for example. It cuts off. They never continue the anime, and then I want to know what happened, so I'll read the manga, or maybe I read like or watch some of the summaries that tell you what's going on in the story. But let me go through some of the manga arcs here. Not the manga arcs, the arcs in One Piece, so we can take a look at least in my opinion, and let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not, right? So starting off, let's see here. Okay, so here we have the arcs. So I want to go through these. The first one is the best. You're introducing the characters. I thought it was good. I mean, the animation is not the best, but I thought they did a great job here. Alabasta was a good story, I thought. You started to see how they play around with Luffy's powers, which I thought was very engaging because it was very different to how I would see like elastic people work, right? So I thought that one was great. Skypiea, still today, Skypiea is for me one of the best stories and redemption arcs for side characters. Like, it just, for me, I thought that the fantasy behind the sky island, and the redemption story of, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but the lion dude, I thought that it was great. Water 7, it was okay. Let's see. Annie's Lobby was so in my opinion. I thought it was okay. However, the fight, second gear, that was like top notch. Thriller Bark was okay. Nothing crazy, super noteworthy. I mean, it was like the first time we see like a darker scene, so there is that. Dressrosa, like I said, for me, it was one of the toughest ones to get through. Fishman Island was good. I thought that it was, you're getting to see some backstory when it comes to the fishermen and all that. So I thought that was good. Sabayoti, yeah, it was okay. You got introduced to a lot of new characters. So it was okay. Amazon Lily, a lot of fan service. It was okay. Impel Down was great. This is where, we lose Ace. That's about like the 500 mark. So you're like midway through. This was great story. I mean, very dramatic. Punk Hazard was like, it was so. Zoark, it was okay. Zoark was okay. Revere Arc, I thought that it was better. We get to see what's his face come back in the picture. What's his name? Sabo, yeah, coming back. Actually, I think we saw him coming back in Dressrosa, right? But I thought that was still worthwhile watching arc. Wano, which is where I'm at right now, I think that so far it is great. The animation just like kicked up to like a whole nother level. So for me, the samurais is when, like, I think here's when I feel like One Piece went back to its roots a little bit, and I enjoyed the story. It did start to drag on like midway through. So I think if they could have sped that up, I think it would have been a lot better. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I haven't Whole Cake arc for me was kind of boring actually. Whole Cake arc was kind of boring. I'm in Wano, and Wano is still the bomb. So yeah, I mean, I think that overall, I think you have to enjoy the process with One Piece, in order for you to actually like the anime. Like I said, I'm almost done catching up. I think that there's some times where it's like tough to get through some episodes, I gotta admit, but I think that still it is well worth watching. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, let me know what you guys think about One Piece in the comments. Are you a fan? Are you catching up? Are you already caught up? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I just wanted to remind you that we must persevere. Peace.